Hello guys, welcome to Solar Sprite. I'm Yalchin as always. Today we have special guest Colin Raja. Nowadays you have seen him very famous nowadays for launching every day. Raja, welcome to our podcast. How are you?
Yo, thanks, man. Thanks for having me. I'm doing fantastic today. Really amazing.
Yeah, we see you launch new products and you say, "Oh, we are getting here." And can you give some information about your background?
Sure, yeah, 100%. So basically, a software developer and a data architect, data science. Actually, that's my background. 2013 or 14, I started learning about e-commerce. What is e-commerce is all about, and then I came to know that when I started the business in 2014, and actually, and then I start seeing Amazon in a different way. Why? Because since I deal with like so much of billions and billions of data, so we scaled the brand from 0 to 1 million in like close to 12 to 18 months period of time. So we hit our first million, and after that we started growing in multiple way. From the very beginning, I had a very super focus on data. That's what my major focus is. And I'm the one among the member who was like introduced like a categories in terms of like basically like there is no. So usually what they do in 2025 2015, they take one or two keywords, rank it, and I find it's super strange. There must be like a multiple keywords come from multiple keywords. So we divided and we have like a multiple calculation how we can calculate what's the sales for each keyword. Then helium time arrived, jungle scott, and all the tools had arrived to define all the sales and per keyword basis. After that, 2016 2017 we got those things actually. Recently 2 years ago I got into like helping a couple of my friends brand, and then I got an opportunity of like helping with a couple of brands, a couple of 8-figure brands, couple of 7-figure brands, helping them to launch. Because in 2021 what happened is people are started losing their product because they went out of stock. They're out of stock for so long they don't know how to come back with those products are completely dead. They ordered it, they have containers in place, but they couldn't get back where they are, and I was able to go there and help them out to relaunch the product and get there. So that's created a different opportunity to help other people for any kind of like a product that they were like collapsed, they were like selling really crazy, and we can able to break it down why the sales are not happening, and why the sales are like they were like we were able to break it down into small pieces of like front end, back end, in the middleware where this is a problem, and we can able to give the solution to them. And that's where the launch and relaunch agency was started right now. So yeah, I've been having a fun time with before I usually do my product alone. Right now I'm dealing with like a crazy number. We do like a 10 to 15 launches per month basically. So we have like so much varieties of data. Now we have like close to 5 billion data from Amazon alone. And also the seller sprite is like a super on top of it, which is like we can find the history of our SFR. It's like super able to find those data as well. So it's like so much data, man, so much fun. That's what I'm having fun about right now.
Yeah, thank you. When you post a video or short, I always see the orange color, solar sprite, bar graph, line graph on
Yeah.
your post. Meanwhile, thank you. I remember back to 2018, some of my friends, we are discussing, we had the PPC, but they say, oh, it's totally useless to use the PPC because you are giving money to Amazon. Why we need that? But nowadays we know it's not possible to sell on Amazon without PPC. For you, back to that time, 16, I started in 2018. At that time, did you use the PPC or how was it back to those days?
Okay, I always first initially 3-4 months I didn't use the PPC, and I have to give a credit to what's a amazing seller, not amazing seller, the amazing seller group actually, like Scott. I think
Matt,
Scott.
Matt Clark or
No, no, no,
someone.
no. I'm talking about it's a group called Amazing. So let me look it up actually quick.
Amazing
Amazing.
selling machine.
No, it's Amazing Seller. His name
Amazing seller.
is Amazing Seller. His name is Scott. So that
Mhm.
guy is the first time. His name is his name is Scott Walker. Scott Walker. Walker. Um, this group is my foundation group actually. Um, this guy talks about all the things about what he has done, and I don't think he's really very active at this point. His group is not really active, but he's a very amazing podcaster. He's amazing, talks about knowledge and everything. That's the first time I I had knowledge about PPC actually. So I was like very skeptical about it, but I was like get to know about it once I know and I started using it. But there is a definition of using PPC. The PPC is not like the before, even till right now. So what do they say is like basically giveaways for offense and PPCs for defense.
Okay.
Giveaway, you rank up to your position. If you do PPC, you're defending your position. Even
Okay.
right now, we use PPC for ranking and also for defending. There is a different strategy used for PPC. PPC used for aggressive top of search, it helps you to rank. PPC, if you maintain the conversion pretty well and also getting enough clicks for your ASIN for that particular keyword, you will able to defend. So there is a KPI for there is a rules for what stage of your product it is. It is
Oh,
like a
that.
pre-launch, launch, maintenance, growth maintenance. What stages that you are in, that changes the PPC game. And which I understand long time ago. So we use it for an appropriate reason, not like spending. There is a lot of stupidity going on right now. People just make money, just make sales, just with PPC, just running the PPC, people just running. Well, I have seen accounts like 70% sales come from PPC, and I'm like 30% sales is like something like a referral. That's what they're getting it actually. And when I check the organic position is zero actually. They are like top 5 position is zero, and top 10
Yeah.
position is like a 1 or 2. Top 45 is like 10, and I'm like, this is why your sales has come from 70% from the PPC actually.
I know. I know. I have seen that kind of account as well. I think in the beginning, in the launch phase, if you cannot rank on the first main keywords, it's very difficult. Ultimately, all of those sales will come from the PPC, from advertising more and more and more. That's one of the, if it's not a supplement or consumable product, it's big problem because just I know you have several accounts, 7-figure, 8-figure accounts you are managing, and you are helping to them to launch. Just very quick question: is PPC sales profitable mainly?
Um, is it just PPC sales alone you're talking about, or PPC plus organic sales? Is it profitable?
Yeah, PPC sales, even it's matured account,
Yeah, of
maybe.
course, of course. See, when you have like a go on like a certain bigger accounts, there is a certain way. See, okay, let's break this down. Okay, let's break it down. It depends on again. It depends on how you're managing your PPC actually, and where are you. See, there is like a multiple data point we have, which we don't have it before. We have day parting, where you can able to verify what position you want to be on the PPC and what is your CPC cost should be. You can able to manage those things. Now you can do the low cost bids actually, not now, before you can do that one. But there are so many data points there to make it profitable, PPC.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So we always like try to be keep our we always say 3 things. One, you this needs to help us to rank. Second, it needs to help us to sustain our keyword in ranking where we are. Third,
Okay.
it has to make profit. If
Okay.
the 3 things are not happening, we kill the keyword actually.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. I, for example, if the keyword, we have some keywords for product, the PPC is not profitable, but we have to keep it for ranking.
Ranking, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. So at that point, your profitability is like making sure your ranking is stable, actually.
Yes. Yeah. In that case, we are saying, okay, don't care about tacos. Check your tacos.
No, but I'm talking about like we spend close to 10 to 15% on the PPC side, right? But the whole point is how we can utilize this to support your business, not taking over your business, actually, right? So in terms of like when I put like 10 to 15%, it's like a fee what I'm paying Amazon to sustain my ranking, actually. If I make profit, I'm super grateful. If I'm break even, I'm feel amazing. If I'm like a little bit of loss, right, I am okay, right? If I'm like losing like a 5% or something, right, I am super okay as long as I'm keeping the keyword sustainable. As long as like my overall sales was like good, actually, completely.
Okay, good. Thank you. Let's go to launching.
Sure.
I know you said how many products and mainly you launch a month. You
10
said
to 15 product. Last year alone, we did like 150 products, actually, close to. Right now, we're launching like 10 to 15 products a month at this point.
Okay, let's talk about the launch strategies. What you are doing, if you give some brief information, how you are doing mainly.
Okay, the first thing first, your product launch. Let's talk about, okay, when it comes to a product launch, right? Your product launch, 50% will complete when you select the right product. Right?
Yes.
It's the first thing.
Yeah.
The second 50%, let's say half of the 50% will be completed if you know three things: why your competitor is winning, okay, why your competitor winning in the front end, why your competitor was like winning in the back end, why your competitor was winning in like a back end data, actually, completely. If you know these three things as a Excel prepared properly, there is multiple tools you can use. For example, product opinion, you can use it for find out what's the problem in the front end data, right? So
Yes.
you can go into a backend keyword data and find out exactly what keywords the competitor was like ranked and able to win that keyword, actually, completely win the sales. In the middleware, what we're talking about is like a search term, like a backend data of Amazon, which is like what I usually call is like, even if you have a Ferrari car with you, and if your road is like has a bumps and dumps, you're not going to able to drive fast, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if your competitor road is clear, and even if you have like a lowest like a electrical car, actually, whatever car they have, they can drive faster than you, whatever it is, actually. Even Ambassador can drive faster than your Ferrari at that point, right? So it's like, it's not only the car is a matter, it's also the road that where you're driving, it's also matter. The Amazon backend data is like a road that what you have in your listing, actually. So if your road is clear, you can able to do much better. So that's where it comes in place. Like, okay, what is your competitor a closed, how they put up the road, what are the things they have, what browser node use they, what product type they use, what's the item type they use, what's the refinements what they have, what is the GL they use. If you take all this data, compile those information, and verify, okay, this is a road we need to travel, so we can able to acquire more keywords, we can able to acquire more sales, we can able to acquire more relevancy through this browser node, actually, completely, right? That's a middleware. When it comes to a keyword, there is a multiple things you can do, actually. One, you talk about like a group mapping, and second one is like a semantic mapping, keywords, and third one is like a basically what most important thing is like a finding out the trend, actually, whether the keyword is like uptrend or downtrend. If the keyword is in downtrend, it's amazing for you. You know that keyword is going to come up soon, then you rank for it. If it's an uptrend, you can able to take advantages right now. It's like basically like right now you can able to go and take advantage at this point, because it's going to be like so high right now. It's easy for you to, if the keyword is already in the uptrend, so you can wait for it until you finish these two keyword ranking before you go for further on that one. So combination of grouping the keyword, name-based grouping, semantic grouping, and also the third one is like uptrend or downtrend of keyword actually. Combination of these factors, you can pick the keyword and start ranking on it actually. You follow me?
Oh, okay. Let's up and the downtrend.
I can show you one quick example of what I'm talking about right now.
Yeah.
Using this particular using this presentation. Let me show you this quick, so that this is the most important thing what everybody needs to know right now in terms of like what's required to everybody needs to understand in terms of like algorithm aspect of it.
Okay,
So
you can bring the screen. I will put on the screen.
yeah, I'm gonna share my screen right now. Window. Here you go. See, when it comes to Amazon, the right now, what is the algorithm? What we're going for is like a dynamic re-ranking and EQR model actually, right? Your ranking model is like it's not like 24 hours. It's even like a 1 or 2 hours basis actually we're re-ranking for. What is important is your GL, DOW, browse node, product tab, item tab. This is a standard. It doesn't matter what new algorithm. If this is not aligned with your listing, you're probably not going to rank at all. If you need more detail about each and every individual terms, I have something in my YouTube. You can go and check it out. How we can look for it. What are those things meanings if you don't know anything about it? And keyword centric is basically like it's now only like you're putting in the title, bullet point, and things. You need to embed it with like images. You need to embed it with like a videos. What characteristic you're using for? What kind of person you're reaching out to? For example, if you're using mid-age woman, who has to be there actually in the images actually? For example, if you're selling for menopause, it's for mid-age women. So who the mid-age woman will hang out with? How many kids they have? Who are all they be surrounded by? Where they will hang out? So all those images you put it up. So the context is more important than the text. You understand what I'm saying? The context is more important than putting up a text, and also putting an embedded videos. It's also most important thing right now. Then you go for like a semantic alignment. It is now only like grouping the keyword just by the, let's say that garlic press. We're saying that stainless steel and stainless steel garlic press, stainless steel garlic plus large, stainless steel garlic press. Not like that. It's a semantically aligned. Okay, garlic press. What we use for actually to crushing garlic actually, right? So it's basically like garlic is aligned with the semantic mapping, and what are the semantic mapping aligned with any of the keywords? Those are things GP4 semantic mapping needs to be aligned. And a hyper engagement metrics. Right now, Amazon is focusing on hyper engagement. If you come in your listing, they go back. You really like your bounce rate is so high, you're probably not going to build any relevancy for those keywords actually completely. So your hyper engagement metrics is should be like pretty good, and also the higher purchase intent. It's one of the important factor the EQR model works on. And what do you have? Then you get like DME.
Okay. Yep. I think there was internet problem. I brought your sorry. Just right now, I again brought your monitor screen.
Oh, okay. All right. So now you're able to see it, right?
Yeah. I now I can see. Okay.
Okay, perfect. So basically, to repeat again, you can cut that part actually, and then you can start again for you. You need to be GL, DOW, browse node, and product app needs to be aligned. Keyword needs to be like embedded into text and images. Who we need to be aligned with, and then your keyword needs to be semantically alignment actually, and you need to create a listing with like a hyper engagement metrics, and you have to be focused on high purchase intent, and you get like a higher relevancy, and you get like a better CPC, and you get like a higher ranking. This is a ranking hierarchy what the current algorithm is focusing on right now. If you don't follow the steps, actually, you just create a listing with a generic listing, you end up in like going to have a problem in your ranking aspect of it. You're going to be ranked out of fluke, not by out of like a prediction. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. For example, When there is a keyword on the title, on the bullet point, do you use same keywords on the backend as well? I mean, like as a phrase, or second time, do you use those keywords
No,
or once?
no, I don't.
No.
No, we use semantic mapped keywords actually.
We are doing, we take all the keywords as a phrase and they put on the description as a phrase, because nowadays we have A plus, so it doesn't
Again,
show.
you're using a relevancy model, which is like 2019 model, 2020 and 2019 model. Right now, we are an EQR model actually. The EQR model, you don't have to put the keywords as a wording. You can still get index for it by just having it in the image.
Image doesn't matter, A plus or normal.
Image, every A plus, or your higher velocity, higher relevancy goes to your product images, like a 5-7 slide images. And also the title is still as like a higher power for indexing, like getting higher relevancy. And also the title determines what category you're supposed to be in actually. So Amazon automatically determine you based on the title where you're at. They will determine what category you're supposed to be in, what browser node you're supposed to be in, what product app you're supposed to be in actually, right? So at this point, I mean, what we found out is like basically you need to switch to a new algorithm base, not like don't stick to like an old algorithm what's going on before, which is like a relevancy model. The relevancy model is like number of times you repeat the keyword in your listing, you get the higher relevancy. Right now, it's not like that. It's like using a higher purchase intent and a higher engagement metrics will increase your relevancy, not anything else actually at that point.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to next one, price strategies. When you launch new product, I suppose your final price will be $40, something like that. So, and you are launching product now. How do you start pricing?
Okay, we did this testing. We did the testing, which is like a 2 tests. One was like higher price, smaller coupon code, higher price. Second one is like a higher price, bigger coupon code. Second one is like a lower price items actually. So what we found out is this, right? It takes 10 to 15 days to rank for higher price product. Okay, then your lower price product. And your cost of expense, the launch expense is like higher when it comes to like a higher price product, with the higher coupon than your lower price product. So that's a difference. So the point is like whether you want to take a chance of like, okay, it's all about like a 10 days, 5 days difference actually. And it's like your profitability, the launch expenses also get high, or because your conversion is going to be weak. Your click-through rate sometimes is going to be weak, right? So because of that, you get like a little bit of like a diluted in terms of like your traffic properly. You're not going to get what is required to get for those certain keywords. Okay. When it comes to low pricing, which is like, let's say it's a $40, we started like a $29, like above the break-even cost, like $3 above the break-even cost actually. Then we going in a launcher. Sometimes we go in a negative as well. Sometimes we like a below the break-even cost. It depends on what brands want and depends on the keywords what we're trying to focus on. Sometimes you will able to find out certain keywords only as a price tag. Like certain keywords you will able to see that in Amazon, for example. Let me see if I can able to show this example. Stainless steel little box. So let's say
if you find, you can share screen.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out that information. See, no, I couldn't find the exact keyword, but I'm talking about like some of the keywords you will able to find out the price tag is like this product is like if you put up a keyword, your price will be like 1 to 45. Some keyword will be like 1 to, for example, let me share the screen quick. This is an interesting.
You mean some products, if you have 50% coupon, Amazon show finally how much you need to
No,
pay?
I'm talking about this. So, for example, if you think about like a litter box, it says 1 to 90. If you go
Okay.
for like a stainless steel litter box, it's like a 1 to 900.
Okay.
What we find is if you're selling a product which is like $200 price point, $200 plus price point, and you try to rank for this keyword, we find it's something difficult for us to rank for it when it's under this. If the price point is 190 plus and you're like you try to rank for this keyword, we find if $200 price point, $250 price point, it's very it's a very tough to get rank here actually.
So
Very
can we
difficult to
check?
rank.
Sorry, can we check cordless vacuum cleaner? Because this is the product I know.
Cordless vacuum cleaner, okay, all right, yeah, it's $286. 14 to 200. So anything below 14 and above 285, you will have a difficulty to rank. I mean, see, I don't have a very clear idea to back this up. I haven't shared this information everywhere, but this is the first time I've shared this information. And also, if you take a look at like a first 10 people in your listing, everybody's under 285 actually. Nobody will be like about 285.
Yeah.
So if you go and then try to rank a product with the $300 here, you probably end up going to have a problem here. Actually, you're not able to rank for it. Well, I have not come up with like a crazy test yet, but I can come up with a test in the future. But this is like a small glitch. What I'm trying to give you guys is basically like these are the indication of what we need to take if you want to rank the keyword. If you to validate if you're able to rank the keyword or not. So we did like crazy amount of testing to find out why certain keywords are not able to rank, why certain things are not able to rank. Yeah, sometimes we find answers like this. That's crazy.
Okay. How is the honeymoon period nowadays? Is it?
There is no honeymoon period. It is all about new listing and old listing. So you could be able to rank the keyword. See, if it's let's say that if it's a new product, it's like you don't have any kind of backend data, backend history or anything, right? You probably can able to rank a keyword in 7 days. If it's an old product, you're gonna take to 10 to 15 days. That's a difference.
Okay. For example, when you create new listing, can it show from the buyer side, or you keep it? We keep it closed, the launch date in the future. So how do you do it? You launch date in the future when
Yeah,
the product
we keep that one in the future date.
and the product go to live on FBA. Then do you open the wine reviews?
Yep, we start with the wine review.
So
Wine review are like amazing SEO. If your product is great and you can able to get like a 4.5 star ratings out of wine, it's a great SEO. I would suggest everybody to do it if you have a great product. Even if you're getting negative review, you still rank for like a multiple products. But how soon you can mitigate the risk of reviewing, how you can get like a 4. If you still don't have like a 4.5 star in the next 1 week, let's say that you got into 3-star ratings in a 1 week period, you didn't get a chance to be in like a 4.5, and all the keywords you ranked for, you're gonna lose it actually.
yes, of course. So you open the wine, and the same days do you start the PPC as well? Or you are waiting for reviews to come?
No, we start 2 set of PPCs. One was a maintenance PPC. The other one was like the launch PPC. It's better to be like on the first week of your launch, you bring so much traffic, and you progressively showing the conversion. It's much better in terms of like Amazon algorithm. Actually, at that point, we did a test. We did like have 5 to 10 reviews, 20 reviews, wait for 5 to 20 reviews, like 2 to 3 weeks of time, launch
Okay.
the product. And we did the launch product from the zero. We've seen the
Okay.
results like much better when your product launched from zero and slowly, progressively increasing it. It's much better.
Okay. So it means your product live, open wine, and they start PPC.
That's
I
it.
mean, start launching, right? Don't wait for reviews to come.
That's correct.
And for keywords, we know for one product there would be 10 keywords or 20 keywords or maybe 50 keywords. Do you
For a
start
launch keyword, yeah, for a launch keyword, we go with like a 7 to 10 keywords. That's the
7 to
launch
10
keyword.
keywords?
Launch keyword. For a maintenance, we go through all the things. Where okay, for product maintenance, we go through like a broad phrase exact campaign completely with a limited budget. On the other side, we go for like product targeting and also exact match on the product launch side. So we use that one two strategy to rank for us specifically completely. That works for us much better way right now.
Okay, then we are going to the keyword side. How to select those 10 keywords? What the metrics you consider to select those keywords?
So when it comes to a keyword ranking, so we try to find out. Let's say we have 5 competitor. Okay. Let me pull this data. Let me
Okay.
see. I can share this data. We'll talk with an example. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna share this.
Okay, sure.
Okay, here you go. Are you able to put that in the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's take this as an example, right? So for example, the top guy was ranked for 498 keywords. The
One,
second guy,
1 second.
no problem.
Yep. It seems your screen change. Yeah, now it's better.
Yeah.
This is
So
good.
when you take a look at this, the top guy ranked for 498 keywords. Second guy ranked for 332. All these guys are ranked for 400 keywords actually, like 90%, 65% actually. Right. So if you take a look at like a top 5 to top 10 keywords actually, and if they rank for like so let's say this guy has, assume the rating and reviews, these are like very high. Let's say this guy has like 500 reviews, right? And he
Okay.
ranked for 30 keywords, and he was able to make, like, let's say he ranked for like 40 keywords. He able to make like 2,000 sales. So that means he only focusing on that set of keywords alone. He's not like we can able to replicate what he has done right now. If he can able to take a look at, like, if he rank for top 5 20 keywords, if he rank for top 10 another 30 40 keywords, if he rank for like top 45 50 keywords, so our goal is to be ranked exactly like this guy, to make sure that we can able to hit to like a 1,000 to 2,000 sales. So then when we take a look at the aggregator of those keywords, then you prepare the listing based on those keywords and run the launch with the test. Actually, when you're launching the product with the test, like I'm talking about like a very, that this product is gonna like a highly converted keyword, is gonna
Yeah.
make like a good amount of sales. Then we take that keyword and run, and after that we found something called Amazon recognized keywords. What it means is basically Amazon will automatically rank certain keywords. Okay, that
Okay.
automatically rank certain keywords without you doing nothing. So those are like Amazon more relevant keyword. We call it as Amazon recognized keywords, right? So if you see that these keywords are coming up like 25th position without you doing nothing, some of the long tail keywords are purchase keywords are coming up to like a 5th position, then go back to the root and find out all the keywords on the bottom of it. Take those keywords, run a launch, and do that one repeatedly, the same process until you rank how many keywords you need to be ranked.
Okay.
So this way, Yeah.
If you rank those 10 keywords, then next one you can find a new 10 keywords and do same process to
Over and over again.
Again. Okay.
Why are we thinking too much instead of prepare your listing? What are the keywords you need to be focused on? Let Amazon decide what are the higher relevant keywords are. Take those keywords and launch. And when you launching it, and Amazon will automatically let you get relevant for different set of keywords at that point. Take those keywords, launch it at the phase 2. And when you're doing the phase 2, the same thing is going to happen for the phase 3 keyword. So divide this keyword into phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, and do the same process over and over again, actually, completely.
Okay, thank you. Meanwhile, when you launch the product, you are using exact match. Is it correct?
When I'm doing the launch campaign is just exact and product targeting.
What about the beats or placement, etc.? Can you say a little bit about?
I do top of search, 900% top of search. That's it, period. But that only lasts for 7 days.
Sorry, you say top of search. What about the placement?
No, the top of search is like 900%. We want to be like get clicked as much as possible. That's it. On the 7 days, we want to like get clicks.
Okay, you mean you put the 900% there?
Yeah.
The maximum, the percentage.
I go for like a maximum, completely maximum.
Is it the Amazon recommended bid?
With Amazon recommended bid.
Okay.
But we're never gonna hit like a crazy high. Actually, we never get hit like maybe like 1 or 2 keywords. But the point is, we don't put like unlimited budget. We put like $100, $50 per keyword, $25 per keyword. So it doesn't matter. Our whole point is like give them enough data, get me enough data so that I can able to see. So if I can able to rank this keyword or not, that's what I'm saying. It's all about KPI actually. If the KPI does not,
it's like you spend, maybe you will get data in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Instead, you spent enough money to get the data in short term.
We get the data, but we are able to find out if you can able to rank keyword or not. In the second 2 days, we are able to tell you can able to rank it or not.
Exactly. In short term, you spend more money to figure out what's working and what's not working. Then, for example, there is an exact keyword you think and you found from SQP, search tools, Sprite, any tool. This keyword is very relevant for this product. But you launched and the keyword doesn't work.
Okay. I launched the keyword. I launch, but the keyword does not rank.
What you are doing in that case?
Okay, so basically, we will try to find out if it's like a more relevant. I'm not able to make rank. That means the product has like the keyword has like a relevancy issue. Actually, when it comes to relevancy issue, there are 4 things you can do. Actually, there are I think two or three things you can do. Couple of things. The first thing first, what you need to do. You take the context of the keyword and see that if that's in that context isn't available in the images actually.
Okay.
The second one is check if you have those contexts. It's in the title, bullet point, or somewhere else. Actually, if it's in the title, if it's like a majorly important trying to rank, if that exists in the title actually, and to see if anybody had left a review for that keyword actually completely. Or if somebody asks a question about those keywords with those keywords completely. If all these things satisfied and you're still not able to rank for that thing, that means that your listing has an issue.
Mm-hmm. So you should prioritize that keyword in bullet point, in images, or in context, and maybe reviews on the question and answer to maintain better relevance for Amazon, also for customer as well.
Yeah, totally. If you checkpoint all these items, what I talked about, you're still not able to rank, your listing as 100% issue, you go on and check your backend, that's why you're not able to rank. Most of the time, I'm telling you this, most of the time, if you have like a two or three places satisfied, then you're good. Actually, you should be able to rank for this keyword.
Okay, normally, how long does it take to launch the product and I mean finishing maybe the first keyword sets, like 10 keywords for you? What's the launch time? How long does it take?
Can you repeat the keyword question one more time? I'm sorry.
I mean, you started launching today. Normally, when for 10 keywords, when the launching phase is finishing, maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, generally.
Usually, if it's a new launch, it's 7 days. If it's like an old launch, it's a relaunch. It takes like 14 days, 10 to 14 days to rank. That's it.
Okay, and my next question is related to Relaunch. Before, I remember last year, and the 2023 as well, when the product got out of stock, especially in the beginning of maybe 2 months, 3 months we sold, then it got out of stocks and come back again. It was very difficult, even once it was not possible to come back the previous sales.
Mm-hmm.
How is it today nowadays? If you get out of stock, how is the issue? Is it difficult? How
For sure.
is difficult?
Okay, the basic important is like what you need to understand when you go out of stock, when your listing stop suppress or any of the things, it complies into new algorithm at that point. Or because your sales is suppressed. If you're making like a good amount of sales, your sales attributes will able to suppress all other issues, all other attributes, win the all other attributes. But when you go out of stock, your sales is suppressed 2 to 3 weeks, your data is gone at that point. You start from the scratch. Your algorithm pick up like a latest information and run that one completely. But here's the thing. Even if you're able to come back on the first day, it's determined by 3 factors. One, your backend data. If your backend data was not clear, then you're probably never going to be able to come back. Because there is like a problem when your listing is suppressed. There is like an issue that what you will do, you will get the data from the foreign ASIN and you would get adapt to those ASIN with your current product. Let's say that you don't fill up your attributes. If you don't fill up like all the optional attributes or anything, so if somebody has like a foreign ASIN with your same product, right? They filled up garbage information there, and then those information can become and updated here actually completely.
Okay.
So because of that reason, not a lot of people able to rank the keyword because their backend is messed up. So we have handled multiple products whereas like backend was like so messed up completely, and we were able to bring it back again at this point because we were like able to find out what is the problem in the backend, what needs to be aligned. Like what I mentioned before is like how closely you can be with your competitor in the backend data, right? So if you find that information, if that's aligned with your backend, then you're probably able to come back. And we have done. If I can show you a couple of listing what we recently done. Let me share my screen and show you exactly.
Sure.
Okay, here you go. This is my Facebook. If you go out here, look at this product. This product went out of stock. Sorry, not this one. They went out of stock completely, and then they came back on Thursday 8. They arrived like all the keywords because our backend keyword is right, and we did like a external traffic pretty well, and then we able to get that back actually at that point. Here's another product. So for example, this product went out of stock for 2 days, and they came back right back in. This product is specifically like a special product. The Amazon changed the backend of the one of the ASIN. They end up in like lost it for some time, and then they were able to come back after change the backend with just running by PPC and then external traffic actually on this one. So those are the few examples. I have done like a much bigger things actually, better than the like a bigger products. But the whole point is all about like, okay, if your backend is not right and if your inventory is out of stock, you probably will have a hard time to come back. Actually, very honestly.
Okay. Thank you. Let's finish with last question about the Trump tariff. How do you think this gonna end and what will happen?
I don't know, man. I feel like we just have to sit and wait, watch what everybody is doing at this point. So what I'm recommending to my brands who I work with is basically like, okay, this is a time people are gonna make a stupid mistake. This is a time people is gonna do like a lot of stupidity because of the fear factor comes in place. If you have enough stock, just wait. In a month, we will know something about it, right? And we will have like alternate. This is not the end of the world. We thought COVID is going to be end of the world. We come back out of it. We come from Ebola. We come from out of it. We came from 2K. We come out of it. So everything is like we came from like every single thing. We are gonna like be strong, and we're gonna like grow much bigger than what we are actually. Nothing is gonna destroy the entrepreneurs because entrepreneurs are problem solvers. If you're scared about like solving your own problem, what kind of entrepreneur are you actually at this point, right? So what I'm saying is, right, you just wait and watch. Your competitors is going to do a couple of mistakes. They're going to raise price like crazy. Amazon algorithm is going to suppress them, and then they're going to put them in a bad action. There are a few steps what you need to do in terms of like raising price. If you don't follow the step, you probably end up in like suppress, or something is going to happen. So you lose the relevancy. Your new algorithm kicks in out of your old ranking model. There are a lot of things will happen actually to you. So I recommended my brands who I work with, just wait and watch. We're going to have fun actually.
Yeah, have fun. Did you increase price?
We are increasing prices. Not like we don't increase price. We always increase. We work on price optimization all the time. It's not like we don't work on pricing, but the point is how we increasing pricing is the most important thing. Most of the brand I seen brands but in the baby product we're checking on one of the product. They went from 45 to 75. 45. They ranked from 2000 BSR to 8000 BSR. They lost ranking for crazy number of keywords. And I'm like, okay, this is our time right now. Let's shoot in. Let's go and capture the keywords that we were not captured before. Well, because he is now only doing, he raised it, everybody raising it actually at the same point.
I think the most important thing still is to keep the keyword ranking.
Otherwise it's another expensive issues. What you're doing. Well, because you ranked it without you knowing. See, every product to rank for it, to launch for it, it's cost like $20,000 to $30,000, right? Any product you launch, you do actually, right?
Yes.
Minimum $15,000 to $30,000 ranking process completely, right? Your PPC cost $300 to $400 PPC cost, and also your inventory, wastage of inventory, your wine review and external traffic and a whole bunch of things. Your cost is like adding up all the things. Assume that you raising $20 on over the night actually, and you lost ranking like all the keywords. What you lost is basically like all the investment what you put it on before.
Yes, I agree. It's maybe $1, $2, depends on what the product you are.
Slow rise is always the answer. Slow and steady rise, it's like always the better answer. Then you can don't rise more than one time in your listing a day. Then slowly rise. You don't have to rush right now at this point.
Yes, exactly. I agree. Thank you, Raja, for the podcast. I think it would be very good. We have once a month, if you have a time, maybe live or maybe just a podcast. I ask many questions, if even some of them interesting for me. It was the great you bring our podcast to discuss. Hope we can do in May again one more time.
100%. I'm down. We will see. That's what I'm saying. Amazon launches, it change every month. Whatever works last month, it does not works right now. So it's changing so much every single month. I'm happy to share. Happy to share the information any point of time. We can do the March May 1 actually for sure. 100%.
Sure. In the beginning of May, I will. I have your calendar already. Maybe I can ask you and book
Sure.
a call where we can have. Okay, thank you for today. It's great to be with you, and you talk too much about great things. Thank you for today episode.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me. Have a good day, guys. See you.
Have a
Ciao.
good day. Bye bye.